Ninban with the tile, Chrouya with Luigi, Dr. Bobtastic with Samus, and Qirn with the old man. We are about to take off, folks. And an early boots find.
There we go. We're going to be starting off going fast. I like it.
And speed is the name of the game here. First one to get all the keys needed for all of the crystals, takes out Ganon, wins. And already we have route divergence. Ninban and Dr. Bobtastic probably going for Houlihan strats, Chrouya getting bombs off the tree pole, and Qirn immediately going towards Lumberjack.
Right on. So, can you go ahead and explain what Houlihan strats are for those who may not know?
I will. Basically, Houlihan Room, which is where Ninban is a glitch. Moon Pearl on Uncle, sorry about that.
Woo! Really good find.
And basically, it's a one-time way to get 225 rupees to earn some money very quickly. The thing is, it's a debug room technically, so you kind of have to do some tricks, a little camera manipulation in order to get it.
And already we're seeing 225 rupees for a lot of people, and early Moon Pearl and early boots. That is a forgiving seed.
Uh-oh! I saw a small key in the Lumberjack cave!
Oh, no. So
that
now
is
there is already a chance that we're looking at an Aghanim seed. Ooh, and Power Glove for Chrouya.
Well, that may delay the Aga seed for a little bit. We're just missing one item for early Dark World access.
That's right.
And there's the other one!
Oh my god. Wow. Already. Okay. First 2 minutes, we already have commentator Dark World access. I like it.
And silvers! I had missed what was in the library during that excitement.
Okay. Alright. The map of Hera, so maybe we'll see what's there. And it looks like we have Crystal 1. Oh, okay.
Welcome to the big leagues, Gandalf, where our runners can certainly show us what they are capable of.
Yeah, and man, let's just see what happens. But this seed already is just very, very quickly picking up. Silvers, Dark World access, boots.
Compasses aren't going to help as much, though. Compasses will at least give you a chest count whenever you enter a dungeon. Ooh,
oh yeah,
heart
that's
container.
right. So one other feature with Keysanity that I failed to explain earlier, the maps and compasses, in addition to their normal dungeon usage, a compass will tell you how many items are able to be checked and have been checked whenever you enter a specific dungeon, and the maps will reveal whether or not they're a crystal or a pendant. Normally, like, if someone looks at the map right now, they won't be able to tell unless they find the dungeon maps for all the specific dungeons.
That is correct. Okay, and a small key to Turtle Rock right there. Kakariko Village is almost entirely cleaned out, I think. I was wondering about the bottle vendor. Has a full heart container for the troubles.
So far, Kakariko, mostly just been hearts, heart pieces, rupees, and a couple of keys here and there.
But that big key to Desert Palace may come in handy.
Certainly nothing to complain about.
So at this point, I think it's now a question, where are our runners going to go after this?
This may be one of the few times where we might see a pre-5-minute Dark World access.
Well, our runners have only 30. Our runners have only 30 seconds to pull that off.
Oh man. Looks like Ninban's going up top to go get their glove, and everybody is just finishing their sweeps through Kakariko now. I am going to be really curious where people want to go from here, because it looks like they could just go straight into Dark World if they just want to follow where the logic's already taken them, but...
That is possible, but...
But we got
I don't know,
everyone needs to get their glove as well. There is also that.
Besides that, I don't know of any... I don't think any dungeon is fully clearable right now. We certainly have access to Thieves Town, Skullwoods, and Eastern Palace, but we can't fully clear them right now as Ninban picks up their glove.
Yeah, that's true. It would be a gamble at best, but what randomizer race doesn't have a gamble or two?
Exactly. Now, as Ninban is about to find out the bad news, Qirn, I think, is heading towards King's Tomb.
Certainly makes sense.
Oh, never mind. 3 chests at the back of Hyrule Castle. Makes sense to go after these now.
Also, that library item was a compass, so nothing really important to miss there.
Alright, what's inside? We have Piece of Heart, the Cane of Samaria, and the Big Key of Skullwoods. One of them not as useful big keys.
Yeah, with there are 2 big keys that function more like fetch quests than they do anything else. And that would be Skullwoods and the Swamp Palace. Those are just useful for opening up the big chests in those respective dungeons. But to get to the boss of those, you really just need the item that normally comes in those dungeons. But at the same time, Red Cane, always good to find. That does not want to be an item you have to be searching for later.
Interesting, Qirn does not have Titan's Mitts, so instead is going towards the Light World Swamp Palace. Ninban, hot on their trails. Chrouya checks out King's Tomb, just arrows. Now, perhaps the Drained Swamp has something. Well, it's a map. Some runners may pick it up, some may not. And in this case, map of Ganon's Tower.
No. Alright, well, one of the 2 maps that are a little less important, Ganon's Tower and Hyrule Castle maps, are still in the rotation, as well as the compass for Ganon's Tower. So 3 dungeon items that runners really probably don't want to find. Looks like we're seeing some bomb strats in the Moldorm Cave.
And one Moldorm that's trying to get into the center lane.
He's
and
going
did
the
so.
Distance. Oh no.
That Moldorm cheated! Ninban didn't have to worry about cheating stinking Moldorms today. And gets rewarded with Blue Potion and another small key to Turtle Rock.
Ah, that is not immediately useful, but I guess that's also one of those you don't want to be looking for more keys later. Still, interesting start so far. A lot of excitement very early on.
And Ninban hoping for, you can't dash through the crabs without a sword. Qirn now has the Moon Pearl. Now, what is in Ice Rod Cave? Bombs.
Yeah, some bombs. And it looks like... Where are we gonna run next?
Based off of the current logic, they could attempt to... They could either go to Agina's Cave, they could go to see King Zora, assuming they actually want all the money, but Qirn is going to make the play to descend to the dungeons of Hyrule Castle.
Okay, front half of Escape. That's not a bad call.
Slightly concerned because, well, we have not a lot of magic to use here. Chrouya almost used up all their magic, but managed to take out the Moldorm. And a new contender has appeared. TGH has chosen to dive into Eastern Palace. We will eventually figure out one of the chests that was missed. And Green Pendant looks like it's in Skull Woods. And
Eastern
I still
Palace
curse
big key in Eastern Palace?
I still curse these runs. I apologize, viewers, but that was a vanilla big key. Not pure vanilla location, but
Oh, wow. The odds, what are they?
I do not want to think about him. Also, Ninban did pick up a Cane of Burna inside Sahasrala's hut.
It looks like TGH is rewarded with his Fisher Price shield.
Alright, Ninban is in Eastern, so we'll confirm what that first chest is. 300 rupees was found in the big chest. Chat is already talking about a mirror. I did not see where. Is Ninban going to find it in this chest up here? Nope, that's blue mail. So Chrouya is going to be the first of our featured four to head into the Dark World.
Alright, so we're seeing Dark World now. We've got 2 runners in Eastern, and it looks like Qirn is on his way to become the 3rd. Very curious where we are finding this mirror, but I guess we'll find out very soon.
Qirn's choosing to stop off, get some bombs, not a bad idea, and Chrouya is now in Skull Woods. I do believe this is a pendant. Also, someone had checked their maps because it looks like Tower of Hera is a crystal. There's the first sword.
First sword, 12 minutes. Not bad at all. 300 rupees as well. Can't complain about more money.
Yeah, especially since Zora needs to be checked. So right now, we have a mystery. I do trust our trackers, shoutouts to them. But I wish I could get a visual for where that mirror is located. Now, that Skullwood small key that Chrouya just picked up, that is always going to be a small key, so we're not worried about that one. That key is there mainly to prevent soft blocks.
And we find a validation arrow for Chrouya. Oh boy.
I'm sure chat will like that.
And a heart piece for his troubles. TGH is now going to make the descent in Hyrule Castle, while Ninban plays in the dark. Oh boy. But he makes it through alright.
According to chat, where the Cane of Burna was behind a Sahasrala, the mirror was also there, and we had missed that.
Ooh, wow.
But we did not miss that flute!
Nope, saw that one.
Alright, nice decision to get full magic.
And takes the death warp.
Yeah, that's probably intentional.
Oh yeah. Free health refill, gets him out of the way of that area. It's a good call.
And without the fire rod, that's all we can explore right now.
And still with green mail, that Dark World can be rough in general with any mail, but green mail, Dark World, 6 hearts. You gotta have a little bit of nerves going in around anywhere for that.
Indeed. Alright. C-shaped house, what do we have today? Ooh, Qirn going for fake flippers.
Yeah, big 20 in the C-shaped house, and we got... Ooh, wow. Wonder what the homeless man will find. Or hide, rather.
Well, we'll see what's at the campgrounds soon enough. As long as the blue soldier doesn't cause problems. Treasure chest game. Another big 20. Alright, camper, what do you got today? A map to Swamp Palace.
Oh boy. And I'm sure right now, Swamp is the last place they really want to be thinking too much about.
Well, Chrouya is thinking about Thieves' Town. We have 4 chests in total that we can get right off the bat without a big key. And there is one of the, I believe, 2 single rupee chests.
That's right, 1 green rupee down, 1 more to go.
Alright, Qirn is going to hopefully get into the Waterfall of the Wishing. Nicely done. And 4th chest, red rupee. Now, okay, Sick Kid only had 50 bucks. Interesting that Qirn did not go for the 2 chests, instead is hoping to water walk and save it to get that Bombos.
That's a good call, I would say. Almost being one of the 3 potential tablets or medallions that could be useful going forward. Another thing worth knowing about Randomizer is we don't know which medallion will be required to open either Mire or Turtle Rock. So for all we know, Bombos could be the key to both of them, or it could be completely pointless.
The interesting thing right now, thanks to that early Bombos grab, Misery Mire can potentially be fully completable if Bombos is the medallion.
Yeah, that's true.
However, Qirn needs to get... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say we could have that completable, and if we can find the flippers, that could also potentially get most of Ice Palace completed. We'd probably need a better weapon than a fighter sword to really want to damage Cold Stare, but I guess that's something that's also kind of on the table.
Alright, Digging Game didn't have much. Heart Container, there was that mirror chat was talking about, and there was the cane that I knew I saw earlier.
Alright, and Ninban is picking up his Titan's Mitts now, and looks like we're delivering the... Oh, we're taking the Smith for a little walk.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the Dark World tour.
Gotta explore the world.
Starting with
Get out of
Stumpy.
trouble. And another bottle. Here we go.
Qirn is heading towards Eastern. TGH is about to get their flute. Ninban hot on their heels. And Scenery Skull chose to no longer be Scenery. And now it's time for everyone's interestingly named location, Hype Cave.
Will it live up to its name? I believe. I'm believing a little less.
Come on, believe a little stronger, Gandalf. Come on, Gandalf, you can do it! Fire Rod!
Well, at least there was something. Oh. That was a roller coaster of emotions. Alright. So Fire Rod will mean Skull Woods is completely completable. Question is, are they gonna want to complete it for that green pendant?
Sarah Zelda 1 asks in chat, can Aga still be required for the hammer? Technically, yes. Hold on. Everyone, give it up for our national anthem.
Long may it rain.
Aghanim, it can potentially be required for two reasons. One, the hammer could very well be locked in the northeast section. Or two, there is a small key in the lumberjack's cave. So, we don't know where it goes yet.
Yeah, that's true. Aghanim is not dead yet. Or not a dead dream yet, I should say. That small key is definitely going to be weighing on people's minds at least a little bit.
Dwarves
And there's
have...
Swamp Palace Key. That's big.
That is the all-important Swamp Palace small key. There's only one small key to Swamp Palace, and you need it immediately.
Looks like we got a couple of different trips in the dark here.
For those that are asking about Pedestal, it's a little early to tell right now. Right now we only know of one Pendant Dungeon and one Crystal Dungeon. Those are Skullwoods and Tower of Hera, respectively. So...
And given that we already have the... Given that Skullwoods already really only requires one item, that being Fire Rod and some kind of Dark World access, of course, what could be on the pedestal is still very much up for debate. It could be Bow, Ice Rod. I mean, there's still a few things that it could be. Hookshot, Flippers.
Right. Chrouya chose to sequence break up Death Mountain, got a small key to the castle tower for their troubles.
That is another thing worth knowing, is that the trail leading to Aghanim Castle Tower normally only contains fixed small keys, but in Keysanity, keys are rotated out, so there are two potential items to find going towards Aghanim anyway. It looks like we're gonna get a look at Mire Swamp.
Well, at the very least, we can check out the medallion, but this may be more of a play into the shed here. It's Quake.
Ooh, interesting.
Digging game isn't going to have much for TGH, I believe. Just an upgraded shield helps. Hookshot in Mire Shed, as well as a small key to Pod.
I believe that's the first Palace of Darkness key that we've seen so far, right?
That's the second one on my count, actually.
Okay. Second key. Alright, that makes more sense. Because Palace of Darkness has 6 small keys total hidden, so if that had been the first, that would have been really surprising. But it looks like we're about to get ourselves an East Death Mountain check.
Yeah, it makes sense, you're already here.
Yeah, may as well.
8 treasure chests on the light, at least 6 more on the dark. Starting off with Paradox Cave, as TGH gets that all-important small key. Ninban is about to finish up Thieves Town for now. Chrouya finds the lantern. Flute was required.
And no more dark rooms for Chrouya.
Alright, TGH is going to escort the purple chest. Master Sword, and the book. Uh-oh. Rupees, heart piece, full heart.
I mean, so far, Paradox Cave, kind of more hype than Hype Cave. You got
a Haunted
Master
Grove Cave
Sword,
is much more important. Because that's where the flippers were today.
Oh, wow. What is this?
Qirn finds Map of Desert Palace and the third bottle.
So what are we missing so far?
Well, we still need the bow. We still need the hammer. We don't know if Turtle Rock is a pendant or a crystal yet, so we may still need that hammer. But maybe King Zora will have something.
That's true. I think we're getting our first King Zora check, and Not quite a life lesson, but enough of one.
And there's the bow! Purple chest had it!
This seed. What is this?
There are plenty of interesting seeds here. This may end up being a fast one for our runners here.
I was expecting a much trollier seed than this. This is... Oh, man. So...
Oh, ye of little faith. It is entirely possible that we may still end up with an ice rod troll here. We're not done with this yet.
That's true. We do still have Quake Medallion on the table to be found somewhere in this world. Ice Rod is also a thing. We're gonna need Hammer at some point.
Alright, TGH is going into Swamp, and Chrouya's checking out Super Bunny Cave. Qirn, I think, is heading towards Skull Woods. Ninban is going to escort the purple chest and eventually get their bow as well. Small key to dark, so that's the third one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, TGH does not have the hammer or the hookshot to progress in Swamp Palace any further.
Oh, so you just dipped in for the first potential item. Okay.
The first two. Ninban now has flippers, and Chrouya is about to check out Hookshot Cave. Unfortunately, I had missed the medallion. There's the fourth bottle.
There's Tower of Hera, big key. And a Meyer key.
Yeah, Meyer key we don't care about as much because you can complete that dungeon without any Meyer small key. Okay, chat, to clear up confusion... okay, 50 rupees was on Lake Hylia Island. The reason that TGH had left Swamp Palace was because he did have the Swamp Palace small key, but was only able to open the first two chests, because the remaining chests are hammerlocked.
Well, looks like we're about to get our first check into Desert Palace, so let's take a look at what we find this time.
Well...
At this point, sure. Hammer and Quake.
Yeah,
let's get everything.
I
believe in it. I didn't believe earlier. I believe now. Come on.
Well, let's find out. With the big key, it's possible to get 4 of the 6 items here. Maybe all 6 if we do have a vanilla Desert Palace small key in the end.
Oh boy, and we're gonna find out pretty quickly if Turtle Rock is required. Oh boy.
Sarah Zelda asks who is ahead. It's not the easiest thing to tell right now. No, none of our runners have actually completed a dungeon yet. And unfortunately, I just missed what was in that big chest in Desert Palace while trying to explain things to chat.
It would be the 3rd shield upgrade that we were missing. So right now, we have seen all 3 shields in this seed in different spots or others. And it looks like we're going to be seeing land mollas here shortly, too.
And TGH is going for Palace of Darkness right now. First chest, Compass of Turtle Rock. Now, TGH only has 1 small key, so... going to take the side path. Ninban now has the Fire Rod.
Looks like Qirn is making the choice to dip into Thieves Town. Not sure he'll be too thrilled with what he finds there.
I don't think any of our runners have found the big key to Thieves Town yet.
I don't believe so either, no.
Alright, I just noticed on the trackers, looks like Bamos is the Turtle Rock location. TGH finds a normal boomerang, and I had missed the other chest item. Chrouya takes out the Landmolas, gets a crystal!
Alright, first crystal gotten of this race. The question now is it a 5 and 6 crystal, which will give access to Pyramid Fairy, or is it one of the other 5?
We will know if Chrouya pauses. We will know when Chrouya pauses. Chrouya has to pause! Going in Agnes Cave has to use bombs!
It'll happen. Soon.
Come on! Don't keep us in suspense anymore, Chrouya!
And it wasn't a 5 or 6 crystal. Wah wah. I mean, it's still good, but still. And a heart piece. Alright.
Also, TGH did find a small key to Thieves Town. That'll help for getting the big chest once we actually have the big key.
And the hammer.
And the hammer, yes. We are still missing that hammer. Now, TGH is choosing, as the bow. Don't need to worry about dark rooms. Let's just take out the Armos Knights. Why not? And yes, folks, Ninban is choosing to play as a floor tile.
I mean, really, isn't that the best form of revenge against tile rooms? Playing as a tile and winning?
Tiles can still take other tiles out. There is no discrimination.
Monsters, all of them.
Chrouya is now doing the escape. Ninban is about to get his, or their first crystals, sorry. But yeah, right now, Chrouya is the only one of our featured 4 to have taken out a dungeon, and that was Desert Palace.
Well, I don't think that's going to last for too much longer. We've got TGH about to make the play on Armos Knights, and Ninban's about to go for Landmolas, so...
While Qirn is going to complete the escort mission, at least the first of many.
And we've got a piece of heart at Armos, and a crystal. Okay.
And once again, which one is it? Is it a normal crystal or a Pyramid Fairy crystal?
And it looks like
Chrouya
is setting up the death warp.
Few too many hearts, maybe, and that was a little quick, but I think that was a normal crystal.
I'm sure we'll see the pause menu again here soon. It tends to happen.
True. In the meantime, Ninban is checking out Checkerboard Cave.
Yeah, some bombs.
Could have done better.
I mean, at this point, knowing how many items have already been found, I'm not feeling too greedy for more.
QWERTY asks, how does this game manage to make it so that there's no impossible situations? Basically, there is a whole bunch of logic that went into generating this, that for the most part, there should be no actual soft locks or things that prevent our runners from finishing this off.
The items aren't truly randomized, just mostly. There's still There's always a pathway to beating a randomizer seed. It's just where you find the items can sometimes be a little crazy, but you're never going to find like a lamp in the dark room. You're never going to find a hammer locked behind hammer pegs. Whenever the seeds were coded, it took in those factors in mind with the logic.
Alright, TGH is going to take on Mothula for the green pendant. Wonder if they know something we don't.
Fighter sword, no hammer, Mothula. Oh boy.
Well, as long as Mothula isn't hit into the spikes too much, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
That's true.
Yeah, and also TGH is showing excellent dodging skills, only being hit once.
Yeah, I think I'd be dead by now. Oh, who am I kidding? I know I'd be dead by now.
Looks like TGH has fans. Sorry, Ninban, nothing worthwhile in Spectacle Rock Cave today. Chrouya is about to receive that same bad news. However, Ninban may be going up to the Tower of Hera as TGH takes out Mothula. And gets the shovel.
Oh, 2 fetch quests for the price of 1. Oh no. Oh, that's fun. Well, Qirn has picked up their bow, and it looks like we're about to see what either tablet has to offer. A map!
To Dark Palace.
Thank you, Sky Burrito.
Also, I had missed what was in the basement of Tower of Hera, or at least the front basement, but it doesn't look like it was anything important. Wait, going back down.
50 rupees. Nothing crazy. The difference here, though, is Ninban couldn't progress through Tower of Hera, but it looks like Chrouya is going to go for it. It is a crystal.
Yeah, as long as Chrouya does have that big key, then every other chest can be claimed.
And I'm pretty sure they're not feeling too bad about not having to do the other Tower of Hera basement.
We will see if it ends up coming into play. And yep, Qirn already has the mirror shield.
Looks
Big
like we
key to-
admire.
Yep, Misery Mire big key. And 10 arrows. TGH now has a Castle Tower small key. Ninban about to get an upgraded sword as well as some literacy. And here comes Trolldorm.
Oh, what a fun fight.
Sarah Zelda, excuse me, I don't think our runners have checked yet upon receiving the Turtle Rock map. Ooh, that was close, but Chrouya gets it.
Some excellent dodging play there, and bomb capacity upgrade for his troubles. Well, yeah, alright. Crystal's a crystal.
Alright, Ninban about to take care of Super Bunny Cave. Now, where is Chrouya going? There aren't a lot of spots left.
Well, we might see a Skull Woods finish here. That Fire Rod and Master Sword kind of makes it inviting. That might transition into a pedestal check with that book.
Ooh, good point. the meantime, TGH is just going to take a break as Ninban will soar over Hookshot Cave and bonk.
And Qirn's taking on the land mollas now, so they'll be happy to get their first crystal.
Alright, Durinthal asks, how many Turtle Rock keys do our runners have? I don't know about exact numbers, but I do know our runners have collectively found 3 of them. Turtle Rock is a crystal.
Oh boy. So Ice Rod required, huh?
Yep.
And we could potentially see Ice Rod on the pedestal. It's possible now. Oh boy.
Have we checked Spiral Cave yet?
We've checked Spiral Cave. I believe it was a hard piece. I was right.
Alright, thank you for confirmation. So, as far as remaining locations go,
What's
we
on the
could,
board?
we could see a dip into Ice Palace right now.
Mm-hmm.
As far as other overworld locations go, we have Catfish, we have the Graveyard Cliff above the cemetery, we can turn in the Green Pendant, we can do Bombos Tablet, we can do the Shovel Dig, or we can get the 2 chests in the Castle Tower.
There's a lot of places an important item could be found in. The question is going to be which one's going to have the important thing, and really how are any of these runners going to make the decision as to where they want to go? It's a hard call to make whenever you've got several open options that you could go exploring, but only one of them is really going to be the right call.
Well, TGH is going to check out the Graveyard Ledge. Excellent time to fill up on some bombs as well. Or just choosing to get the hearts. There we go. Get the bombs.
300. Doesn't really need that now. Let's see, what's the last remaining chest in Skull Woods is a key. To Hera.
Tower of Hera.
Oh no. Now the question's going to be, are they ever going to go back and do that? Oh.
I think TGH can actually take care of that dungeon in one go then.
Possibly.
Sarah Zelda, based off of the map check that I saw, Turtle Rock is only a normal crystal.
Oh no, we're not getting a pedestal check. It's gonna remain a mystery. No. Oh boy.
Chrouya, you disappoint the fans. Actually, what's worse? Not checking the pedestal, or checking the pedestal and finding out that it's nothing.
Not checking the pedestal is worse. I would rather know it's nothing. I'll take 10 seconds worth of time to check it over however long I could spend checking overworld locations for an item that's blocked by dungeons.
Plus, we also have to remember, Aga 1 is not dead yet either. We still have that small key in the Lumberjack's place.
That's true.
However, I think we've only found 1 Castle Tower key. We need 2.
So Aghanim not totally possible yet, but not out of the woods either.
Alright, catfish time!
Art
Big
container
heart
time. Well, good time to also check Waterfall of Wishing.
I think we already checked that. It should have, yep, map and bottle. And sorry, JTN, the shovel has already been found on Mothula. Please forgive us.
There are already just so many fetch quests with Keysanity. We don't We don't need them to chain recursively into each other just yet, do we? Who am I kidding? Of course we do.
You're getting into the spirit, Gandalf. However, that reduces our available items or locations to check. And let me see here. Did you get a good view of what was on the Death Mountain Island at the north?
I don't recall offhand, but I would think that if it was something important, like another item, we'd have already seen it. Not sure. I can't imagine it being anything too crazy.
Qirn now knows. Oh, Bombos. Wait for the hammer. Chrouya gets flippers. TGH. Don't know where they're going yet. Ninban has their fourth bottle.
So at this point, we're just seeing runners checking the locations that the other runners have done. So we're starting to merge back from all of the potential divergences we've had. And so far, yeah, divergent is a good way to describe this race. Just a little divergent.
Oh, small key find in the dig spot.
And it's a
Hyrule Castle. Ugh, we don't care about that one right now. That leaves Green Pendant Turn-In, Bombos Tablet, Hera Basement, or Castle Tower. Actually, wait.
Have we seen Castle Basement?
No, Castle Tower.
No, yeah, but
Hera
the sewer in Hyrule Castle.
We've
seen that. Oh, we did.
Nothing of importance. Also, I just realized with the flippers, they technically could check out the Pyramid Ledge right now as Chrouya gets the bow.
Oh man, that's true.
So technically, the only way a Ganon will be required on this seed, folks, is if that small key in Lumberjack has something. Well, let's check out Bombos. That's a big key!
Turtle Rock. Alright. It's good to find, and I'm not sure when the other runners are going to check to look for it there, but still not something that they can immediately cash in on.
Yeah, the entire cemetery area has been checked, folks. As far as locations that are left, Castle Tower, Green Pendant Turn-In, Hera Basement, and the floating island on Death Mountain that I think is redundant. I have not seen Ganon's Tower Big Key come into play yet. And according to chat, we had missed TGH going for Hera Basement, so nothing of importance.
I remember commenting on it, I just remember something else also happening. Focusing on 4 races is hard.
You'll get the hang of it, don't you worry, Gandalf. So we are running very low on locations right now. At this point, it's either Castle Tower, Death Mountain Island, or the Pyramid Ledge. Unless we want to dive early into Ice Palace. And I don't know if any of our runners want to do that.
I'm sure want to isn't the word that they would use, but will they have to? That's possible.
Now, keep in mind, according to the logic, you have to have the one small key out of 2 and the big key. If our runners know the Ice Palace bomb jump, they could theoretically just finish the dungeon and just not clear it all until, you know, they get their hammer.
That's true. But 4 crystals that we know of have already been found so far. We're just needing to find Pod, Swamp, Thieves Town, Ice Palace, and Mire. 2 of those are going to be pendants, so there's about a 40% chance that clearing Ice Palace might just give them a big old red pendant. Granted, the runners don't obviously know exactly what's everywhere, but clearing Ice Palace might not be the best overall play. I don't know.
I saw a Pyramid Fairy at Swamp Palace. Thank you, TGH, for the map check.
All right.
Oh, interesting question. Okay, the Siderian Ether Tablet. I don't think it had anything of importance.
It had a map.
As I said, nothing of importance.
Yep.
And Sarah Zelda, worst item on the pedestal. At this rate, it would be a toss-up between Ice Rod and Hammer.
I'd be really surprised to see Hammer on pedestal, but it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Alright. Chrouya chose to take the swim, going up the pyramid now. And what's on the ledge?
5
Blue Ruby!
Oh boy.
We are running short on locations, folks. Sahasrara.
I knew it would get trolly. I knew it. I just didn't know when.
As I told you, Gandalf, it will happen. We just...
I didn't doubt you. Well, okay, maybe a little.
You are speaking to the one who commented a seed with shades where everyone got trolled, including us.
Well, you resolved that by saying you were commentating with shades.
Fair enough.
I've never commentated with him.
Pedestal check time.
Ah, the pedestal dream is dead. Long live Couch Cash.
And the island only contained a bomb upgrade.
Well, guess we know what's next.
Either Sahasrara, further exploration of... yeah, it's either Castle Tower, further exploration of Pod, or we have to go into Ice Palace at this rate. But yeah, oh, chat is showing their disappointment.
I'm disappointed too. And kind of relieved, if I'm being honest. The last time I commentated a race, Ice Rod was on the pedestal. I was very scared of a repeat performance. I would have probably just walked away.
So then what's gonna happen if it does happen again?
I don't know. I'll just claim that I'm cursed. Probably just stick to tracking. Retire somewhere in a quiet village.
Sahasrara only has 300 rupees. We're dungeon diving.
Oh boy. So which dungeon are we going in? Looks like Pod's the play for Chrouya.
Now, as I said early on, I've only seen 3 unique Palace of Darkness keys. There are 6. If you know tricks or decent route navigation, you only need 5, maybe even 4. Chrouya has 3. Looks like Ninban is going to join. And we have near sync for sync between TGH and Qirn right now.
Just high-fiving across the pit.
That's kind of dangerous, but whatever works. Ooh, looks like the mini Dodongos chose to say otherwise. At least I think they're mini Dodongos.
Sounds right. Not sure what else to call them.
Storm 10 Chanso. Sahasrara had 300 rupees. Ooh, and Trolldorm says no to Qirn.
And it's all over again with that fight. Oh boy. By the way, the item that we missed on the right side of pod was a compass. So, 3 keys. 3 irritatingly locked doors to go through.
Ooh,
Now 2. I don't know.
Trolldorm
lives up to his name. When you think that he's gonna behave, he won't. Ruthless, man.
Alright, so Chrouya has 2 keys left. How will they be spent? Looks like Chrouya's debating.
Well, that's a free chest that they can open. It's a safe call.
Yeah, just...
And
well...
a 5 rupee, you know. Not what
free is
they're
free.
wanting, but at least I didn't spend a key on it.
Admittedly, fair point. So I think Chrouya is going to make their way towards the dark maze. With lantern in hand, it'll be much easier to navigate. Qirn is about to check out the basement, or the tile basement chest. Going to take a little break. 50 rupees. And what else? 20 more.
2 more chests left in pod. What are we gonna get? A hammer!
Near vanilla hammer! And a bug net.
Oh, this map just opened up in the best way. So immediately, Swamp Palace is
Chrouya?
now completable. Oh,
Chrouya is going for it.
he doesn't have the big key.
No, but still, two more available in, and TGH is going for Castle Tower. Chest 1, nothing important. Ooh, Ninban gets the yump. Chrouya has to reset the room. And Qirn needs the hammer. Map of Eastern Palace was one of the maze items. Big key to Ganon's tower was in Aghanim's Light World Tower.
So Castle Tower confirmed important. Oh boy. Oh.
And Qirn is going into Ice Palace. Without the hammer, this is not full clearable.
It's a gamble. But we do still have Ice Rod on the board, as well as Quake Medallion, so this might still be a good trip.
Ooh, Chrouya did not have the positioning right. In order to do that hammer yump, it is a double pixel perfect position. You have to stand on one exact spot. Ninban now has the hammer, while Qirn digs out a small key to somewhere.
So 2 hammers, 2 bug nets, so many dreams.
Chat, if anyone can help point out what that small key Qirn picked up was, that would be appreciated. And it looks like that mystery will stay a mystery for now. In the meantime, Chrouya is set to 90% full clear Swamp Palace. And TGH is heading towards Ice Palace. Qirn is going for the bomb jump.
Nailed it.
Now don't fall.
True.
Now, Qirn does have 4 bottles, but I don't know if they're filled with potion.
One of them will likely have red, one will have blue. I think the remaining 2 were empty, if I remember correctly.
Alright, pay attention to TGH's side. We're about to confirm where that key went to. Misery Mire, pointless.
Key.
But I did see that on Qirn's side, half magic.
Ooh. Always nice to find before you have to tackle, well, really just Turtle Rock, but even then. You know, we're still missing 2 swords as well. We were really hyped up about Hammer and Ice Rod and everything else, but we're still only at Master Sword. I'm very curious what the other 2 are going to be hiding. They're not required at this stage, but Tempered no one is going to complain about.
True, but Master is technically enough to beat the game at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
Some Fury Slashes from Qirn. I hear you. Don't worry, TGH will be doing the same soon.
And there is the red boomerang. Ninban about to dig up the small key to Thieves Town, I think. Nope, that's Hyrule Castle.
Takes that half magic pickup for TGH.
Alright, Qirn has decided to leave Ice Palace right now.
Not a bad call.
Ninban is about to head into Swamp. Now, we have 2 chests on the west-hand side of Swamp. What will be there? Alright, folks, we are not in go mode. We are still missing an Ice Rod. Ice Rod is required to finish the game this time.
At least an Ice Rod. I don't think we know what Misery Mire is yet either.
True, we don't know if Misery Mire is a pendant or a crystal, but if it is a crystal, we need Quake.
Yep.
JMC Git. The Thieves Town Big Key is still unaccounted for. And triple factorial, I don't think anyone has talked to Bomb Boy yet. TGH is going to make their way towards the pyramid ledge and going to be greeted with just 5 rupees, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And I guess we're also going to see King's Tomb again.
Or, nope, going towards Eastern. I mean,
alright.
It is a good play. We know the hammer's there.
Yeah, no. Good of a time as any.
Alright, Compass of Ice Palace and Small Key to Ganon's Tower. That's the first one, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
That's...
Fortunately, one's really all you need to get up Ganon's Tower at this point, but still.
And that sounded like a piece of heart.
Mm-hmm, it was. It's beginning to look like Ice Palace might be the better play, but Swamp Palace is still a 5/6 crystal. And also just a crystal on its own anyway. So, no harm in knocking this out.
Just remember that in order to beat Ice Palace by logic, we are still missing 1 small key and 1 big key. Which, if anything, means Turtle Rock may be the next play to go by logic.
Oh yeah, you have a point there.
Also, I don't think we've seen this chest yet in Palace of Darkness. Red Rupee.
With that, I think we've seen most every chest we could have seen in Pod, minus the big chest.
Alright, Argus is down.
And an air capacity upgrade. So Swamp wasn't really the play.
Unless Big Key to Swamp actually leads to something.
Oh god, fetch quests. You're asking for that now? No more.
I'm just pointing out the possibilities here.
I hear you. It is still on the table.
Now, the interesting thing about making a play to Turtle Rock right now, we have 3 small keys and the big key. The only thing we're missing is Ice Rod, and we can technically beat the dungeon.
Yeah, that's true. And even in Keysanity, Ice Rod being in Turtle Rock isn't totally unheard of.
However, I have a silly question. Does Chrouya have Vamos?
I don't think he does. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
That may end up being a problem. TGH going for the Hammer Yump. Gets it. And expressing their rage.
Oh, they do have Vamos. Turtle Rock lives!
Alright. We have followed the breadcrumbs. Let's see where they take us next.
Can it be to a deli?
And while we have a little bit of a lull in the action, please remember to show our runners some support. Please give them a follow. And don't forget our trackers as well, Death Star 175 and Reg.
For keeping up with Keysanity, they've earned it, and for this seed, these runners have also definitely Definitely earned it. Oh boy.
Hey, you've earned it yourself. There's Quake!
Oh boy.
So now
If
means
if Ice Rod's found here, okay, no forced double dip, but this could mean a dip into Mire before we get Ice Rod. Oh boy.
now TGH is hoping to do more bomb jump strats and take out the entirety of Ice Palace. Ooh, ran out of Burna at the end. And
For a moment, it looked pretty cool. 8 out of 10. I approve.
Alright, Ninban heading towards Bombos. I don't think there was anything important at that tablet. Alright, time for the most dangerous room in the game. The Chain Chomps.
Oh boy. Oh, the Turtle Rock Big Key was on Famos.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
No fairy, has to redo that.
Oof. As things stand, he is also... He's still using green mail, so those chain chomps, they don't play around with any mail. Let's be real, but green mail especially, that's just not a room you want to be in.
Agreed. A
Oh,
chat pedestal has been checked. There is nothing
it's
of
couch
importance
cash. I'm sad.
Well, have some more cash, courtesy of TGH. Another small key to Dark Palace in Turtle Rock.
Which we know won't lead to much of anything at this point.
Yeah, you still need one in order to actually finish.
Yeah. You're right.
Qirn is taking on Armos Knights. Ninban is about to receive the good news. Now, Chrouya has to choose carefully. Most likely, Chrouya is going to skip the vanilla Turtle Rock Big Key chest. Hi, Luigi. No!
Oh, that is...
Interesting.
That's a gamble.
All for a heart container, though.
He won my heart. Did you see it?
Yeah, 5 out of 10.
I had to do something awful at least once while I'm commentating, alright? I have to own it.
Very well, you own that bad joke. Alright, TGH taking on Cold Stare. Nicely done. Ninban about to head to Ice Palace. Chrouya going towards Mimic Cave.
We've still got Mimic Cave, Big Chest, and one more location along the way that we can pick up, maybe?
I think so. Oh! Pod is a pendant!
Oh. So with Ice Palace being a crystal and Pod being a pendant, that means either Thieves Town or Mire is the last 5/6 crystal. Whoa. And we get an Ice Palace key.
Well, that's now within the logic. Alright, Chrouya is able to access every chest, or rather every item inside this dungeon, except for the one behind Trinex.
A fetch
Mushroom.
quest. There's only a handful of those left.
I think the magic powder is the only one left, actually.
Swamp Palace Big Chest is still on the table, isn't it?
That's not an official fetch quest, but
That's
we'll
a
roll with it.
Keysanity fetch quest. Those are even
Yeah, we'll
eviler.
go for it, sure. Now, I'm curious about Laser Bridge. Based off of Chrouya's items, if the ice rod is not in here, we have a double dip. Let's see. Chest 1. Small key to desert.
That's 2 more items there.
Chrouya, consider taking the safety. Chest 2, 20 rupees. Chest 3, powder.
Oh,
Chest 4, small
double
key to
dipping.
cannon power.
No.
The ice rod is still at large, folks. So, where do we go from here?
Everywhere. Flute to everywhere.
Well, let's at least be realistic about what should be first. Makes sense to check the witch's hut right now.
Yeah. Good time to check that. Fill up any bottles that may be empty. 2 birds with 1 stone, and fill up on hearts. So 3 birds, and there's
It's a big key.
big key.
Swamp
hey,
Palace.
Look, Swamp Palace.
And Dark Palace key was in MC Hammer's vault.
Oh. All right.
This
Well,
means
unfortunately, we know that was a pedestal, but we still haven't seen that big chest in Palace of Darkness, so that's now on the table for Ice Rod. And that might mean that Turtle Rock was completable on a single dip. That's now on the table as well.
also,
if that was the Ice Rod, anyway.
For those keeping up with key counts, at this point, I'm not expecting any of our runners to take out Aghanim if they know all of the bomb jump tricks, but it is entirely possible that the Lumberjack tree may have contained either a pod key, or it may very well still have the Turtle Rock key. We don't know that yet.
I haven't kept complete track, but have all the Skullwoods keys been accounted for?
I've only seen one. I think there's 2.
There's 3 total in the game, and if we've only seen 1, it's not impossible that the Aghanim or the Lumberjack Cave has one of those. I'm hoping for their sake.
Alright, time to see what the Mad Batter has. Na 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 20!
You know what? I had my my little heart moment earlier. I'll let you have that.
Deal. The Misery Mire Big Key has been found by one of our runners.
Alright, looks like we're heading right back in the pod. As Qirn is going to head up Castle Tower to get their Ganon's Tower Big Key.
So at this point, just overall commentators and chat's viewpoint, Spike Cave is open. Desert Palace, 2 chests are open. Misery Mire is fully clearable. There's one there's the big chest in Swamp Palace available. Palace of Darkness is potentially clearable entirely if you know the tricks in navigation, but our runners are most likely going to need 5 keys grabbed in total at this point. And Ice Palace, everything but the big chest is potentially grabbable if they bomb jump.
Right.
Now, Ice Palace big key has not been found yet, folks. So it could very well be that the Ice Palace big key will lead to the Ice Rod. And thank you, chat, for pointing out that 5 keys are needed at a minimum in order to finish Palace of Darkness.
Alright, we do get a successful yump. So, big chest only had 20 rupees, so with that 1 key left, we could technically see a completion of Pod, and just maybe Helmasar is hiding something valuable.
That's the only chest I have left on my tracker. Looks like Qirn is going to head to Swamp. Ninban is probably going to head towards Turtle Rock right now. Maybe Spike Cave.
And looks like we'll be seeing... we don't know.
So right now, I'm trying to wonder, where is the trolliest place for Ice Rod? I think trolliest place for Ice Rod is going to be in the Ice Palace big chest.
Yeah, that would be arguably one of the last places that we'll see checked. Then the question becomes, where are we going to find Ice Palace Big Key?
Maybe in Spike Cave. Ninban's checking it now. Unfortunately, the Arrow Ollie pedestal seed is dead today.
Oh, there it is! We have Ice Rod!
However, that is not necessarily a go mode situation. I cannot call go mode until all items and all crystals are identified and claimed.
That's true. Thievestown could still be the last remaining crystal that we don't know, so there is still that on the board.
Or it could be Meyer. As I said, Meyer is completely beatable now. You just have to get Quake from Turtle Rock first. TGH now has Ice Rod as well.
And we're probably going to see Trinex here shortly, if I had to guess.
That's going to depend on which route Ninban takes. I've only seen 3 Turtle Rock keys claimed. The 4th could very well be in that Lumberjack.
That's true, that is still on the board.
However, Ninban is making the play.
It looks like TGH is gonna go take on Aghanim?
I don't know if TGH had already gotten the Ganon's Tower big key.
He has! Oh boy.
So that means
He's gambling on Lumberjack.
I mean, nope.
You've got my hopes all kinds of confused right now.
Okay. I'm going to bring up the list of small key counts to sort of bring things up to speed with everyone. According to in-game logic, we have found all of the small keys for Desert Palace, that had 1. Tower of Hera, 1. Pod, we are still missing 1 or 2, I believe. Swamp Palace, we've got 1 out of 1. Skullwoods, we have 1 out of 3. Thieves Town, we have the 1. Ice Palace, we have 1 out of 2. Misery Mire, 2 out of 3. Turtle Rock, 3 out of 4. Ganon's Tower, 3 out of 4. The Castle Tower, 1 out of 2.
So there's a lot of potential places that key could go to, and not too many of them are very useful anymore.
Admittedly, you are correct. The big one that will be useful for some of our runners, depending on routing, is going to be Turtle Rock, if anything. And remember that Chrouya spent a key for that vanilla big key chest. So the next question here is Ninban going to skip that chest? Ooh, where is Chrouya going? Chrouya, the ice rod was below you.
The tile turned into a key. What?
Yes, the tile apparently becomes a small key. Also, Ninban is skipping that chest. That means Trinex is beatable.
Alright. Well, we know that they're going to be missing out on that heart container, but I'm sure at this point they're not really going to complain about that.
Insomnia Cure, I believe the tile changed into a key because of the bunny beam.
Mm-hmm. That's what the sprite would normally look like in the Dark World if Moon Pearl wasn't acquired earlier. But I was just pleasantly surprised that it was, of all things, a key. I don't know what I was expecting, though. Alright. So, Chrouya, where would you like to go?
I think Chrouya is heading towards Spike Cave now, and as soon as that ice rod is gotten, they're gonna realize, oh crap, I don't have enough keys. So, again, was Aghanim technically required by logic? I will bring up the, my little, data sheet again. According to logic, all 4 keys are required. You can go mode it with 3, but logic expects 4. So Aghanim may very well be within the logic. But in order for Aghanim to be in the logic, we need that second Castle Tower key. Which means we need to go into Misery Mire, I think.
Yeah. It's starting to become one of a race where I'm just very curious to see who's going to make the Misery Mire dip first, because we've got a lot of moving pieces on the board, but so far that's the one place that none of our runners have dipped into yet.
But TGH thought about it. TGH is still thinking. Come on. Come on, TGH. You can do it. Wait, TGH can't. Needs Quake.
Oh.
And in order to get Quake, you have to go to Turtle Rock. But Ninban is going for Trinex. Alright. We have not had anyone finish yet, folks. This seed is proving to be difficult. Meantime, Ninban is going after Trinex. Chrouya and Qirn are near each other in Ice Palace. TGH is wondering where to go. Now, if nothing else, give all of our runners credit. We've only missed catching a ride with the duck. We've only had one runner that had to drop out of the race, and that was just due to a random game crash. So right now, our nearly 50 runners are still going strong. Trinex has been defeated. And drops the red mail. I had missed what was... I think that was a map that Chrouya just picked up in the iced tea room. So where is Ninban heading now? Turning in the mushroom makes sense. Once again, Chrouya and Qirn are neck and neck. Saberwolf, all necessary items have been found. It's going to come down to keys and locations of where the crystals are. We are still missing Thieves' Town and Misery Mire knowledge. Alright. TGH needs to make the play to Turtle Rock at this point. And Ninban is going to Mire, folks! Thank you for that reminder, chat. Kana Samaria is in the escape sequence. In the meantime, Ninban is entering Mire, going through the initial Wizrobe gallery. Chrouya now has half magic.
Alright, so what are we gonna find in Mire?
Welcome back.
Oh, sorry about that.
Well, We don't know what's in Mire yet. We're about to encounter the first chest here on top of the spikes.
Or just
I mean, there are plenty of keys available, but Ninban is gambling on a go mode situation, folks.
I like it. I like it.
I am not going to call a go mode situation yet until we see what drops.
Let's see what we find. Chrouya is getting one buff all left, and down goes Cold Stare. And TGH still needs to go. TGH still needs to pick up his red cane. That was the back half of Escape, right?
I believe so.
Alright. Well, at any rate, at least Turtle Rock will be unlocked.
Alright. Ninban is really hoping that Misery Mire is a crystal. If it's a pendant, we're going to have to explore even more. This is going to be big. Just 1 minute away from finding out if Ninban is able to go up to Ganon's Tower right away, or has to explore some more. Vitreous goes down quickly. TGH is trying to hover!
Oh man! And go mode!
Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Ninban,
Oh no!
Ninban showing that the gambles worked out, and TGH is going to is trying to hover their way across. Just wow! What is going on here, folks?
I mean, when you think about it, is the Cadence Samaria really required?
Not for blocks. But I don't even know if Andy would do this.
Oh man.
Someone who probably didn't do the hovering strat was Kyung92. They finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, 44 seconds.
Oh man, GG to that, but what a scene.
Yeah, sorry for not calling your score earlier, but just look at TGH here trying to hover along the dotted line.
Come on.
Come on, you got it!
Yes!
Now just do it again!
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how easy it is to turn while hovering. Just wow!
Oh, holy. Oh, well, come on.
Gets the turn.
Oh, that skull's creeping.
And ouch.
Oh, alright.
Misery Mire has a Misery Mire small key, that is confirmed.
And it looks like we're seeing Ganon's Tower.
That we are. Oh, and TGH is still going for it.
Oh my god. Going the distance. Just. That would be a good time to bring up to go ahead and give all of these followers or all of these runners a follow, because I think right now they've kind of earned it. I'm at a loss for words.
Yes, please give all of our followers a runner, and I had missed what Chrouya picked up because of that. I know it was a dialogue box, but man, I had missed a lot of things on Chrouya's side while we were just so mesmerized. TGH is trying to hover their way through. Ninban is going for the gauntlet. There's the fourth key to Turtle Rock.
For the record, in response to that clip, yes. Yes, I am entertained. I am extremely entertained. Oh man, what a seed.
You've said it.
Alright, and Ninban is beginning the gauntlet.
And while we are still enraptured, Inknun has finished in second place with an official SRL time of 1 hour 39 minutes 48 seconds.
Ah, TGH took a death there. Is he gonna keep going for it?
Alright, Ninban got turned into a key. Okay, feeling better now. And TGH is going for it again.
I think he's just thinking about it for now. And the thing is, that first chest that he's going for, that's Quake, isn't it?
It is.
Oh man.
Which means TGH is doing a sequence break to get to a dungeon that can't be completed.
Oh, the rage. Oh, the hype.
Chrouya finds another key to Ice Palace in Desert. And a small key to Dark Palace, that's 5. If not 6, I've lost count. Watch out for the skull!
Come on. Oh.
Oh. Alright, Chrouya is, I think, heading towards Aghanim's tower. I don't know if Chrouya has the big key to Ganon's tower.
Ooh, not quite yet.
TGH makes it!
Oh my. The dream is real.
And TGH nopes out!
I can't say I blame him, but holy. Whew. Oh man. Nopes out, immediately heading into Misery Mire.
And Ninban is taking on Trolldorm. TGH, you are not going to find Vanilla Cane here.
Nope. That would be that'd be a bit of a sequence break.
Alright, Ninban has taken out Trolldorm. Now, kind or cruel? Cruel, but necessary cruel! Trolldorm had the third sword! Ouch!
Oh, wow.
I mean, I know that I tried to be in favor of not checking that chest, but...
if there's ever a time where you kind of want to... Yeah, maybe right then.
And TGH is getting all of the love from everyone here. While Ninban takes on Aghanim 1. And again, while we were celebrating all that, Solski has the bronze position, 1 hour, 43 minutes, 43 seconds.
GG's all around. And down goes Aga 2. Now it's time to see everyone's favorite bat. Well, second favorite bat. And I guess with Tempered, this fight's gonna take a little less time.
Indeed, you don't have to worry about spin slashes. An appropriate message from Ganon today, thinking outside the box. Because TGH certainly did that.
Yeah, I was about to say, thinking outside the box. Hover strats for Turtle Rock. Yeah, I think we've seen a little bit of that here. Just a little. I am looking forward to this interview.
Now, as Reg is rightfully pointing out in chat, that skip allowed TGH to enter. Misery Mire, not finish.
Yep. So at this point, TGH is still gonna be on the lookout, probably still going to full clear Mire, but not gonna find the cane here. That'd be a little logic break. So it looks like at this point,
yeah,
I
Ninban
guess
just has to be careful.
Yep.
I think one more hit will do it.
And down goes Ganon. Whew.
We will get an official SRL time very soon, folks. Just go through the door, and bam! Ninban finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, 56 seconds, ending the domination of Dr. Wily. Give your GGs in chat for Ninban.
Good game. Oh man. What a seed.
In the meantime, Qirn is about to get 20 rupees from the Mad Batter.
And looks like Chrouya is about to go meet Ol Eyeballs. Vitreous, that's his name. Kind of forgot that for a minute. And TGH is just looking around the map trying to find where he may have missed. Alright, heading to the right place.
Oh! I think TGH knows now!
Alright, so level with me. Are we expecting just rage slashes, just instant progression, or are we gonna go the full Bombos and Quake into this?
I think right now TGH is just clearing house first.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
And the big key for Skull Woods. Oh,
And
yep.
bombing
And the bombs.
And bonking the pots.
Oh yeah, that is such earned anger. Oh man.
And chose to spend the key in Hyrule Castle just for the heck of it. In the meantime, I do not want us to forget about Ninban. We're bringing them in now. Ninban, welcome and GG.
Thank you.
GG, Ninban. What a seed. So, did you, what'd you think of those first few minutes?
It was great having the boots, but not much anything else in Kakariko.
It was this first few minutes on our end. We saw boots, Moon Pearl, and both gloves, and we were just sitting here wondering, "Wow, are we about to see Dark World at less than 5 minutes?" It was insanity.
Yeah, it personally took me a long while before I got to Dark World because I kind of forgot the bunking rocks, essentially, for a while.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
I didn't get my. I think that was my second gloves until I was pretty much ready for the Dark World.
Gotcha. Well, still, what a seed. There were a lot of little trolley items, a lot of little odds and ends that kind of added up to make this one fun. Quake Medallion, we had Ice Rod hidden in Spike Cave.
I almost didn't go in Spike Cave.
And the funny thing is, we still don't even know what small key was hiding in the lumberjack. How afraid were you about having to fight Aghanim?
Not very much. Small keys are not very valuable in the end. I mean, like, one small key isn't very valuable, except for the swamp one, or maybe some other twisting logics. So yeah, it was alright. I forgot to read the pedestal. What was in there?
Couch cash.
Did you? Couch cash.
Yeah, I was originally thinking that might be where Ice Rod was hiding, especially as time kept going on, but someone wound up checking it.
But yeah, it's. I mean, 1 hour 46 is nothing to scoff at here. Just again, GG for an excellent performance, Ninban. Do you have any other thoughts?
Well, not really. I mean, good luck to everyone in the Keysanity tournament, and I guess it will be fun.
I imagine it will be. Oh man, I'm sorry. I would normally have another few questions set up just to give you a little perspective. While you were tackling the gauntlet, TGH had forgotten or not grabbed the red cane for pretty much most of the race. Well, you know how Quake was in Turtle Rock? He used hover strats to go get Quake Medallion. So while you were running the gauntlet, he was hovering all the way from that first and second room in Turtle Rock trying to get the medallion.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
So we've just been kind of reacting to just everything that's been going on for the last, I don't know, several minutes and just kind of in a daze. So again, I would normally be a lot better prepared for what to ask right now, so you'll have to forgive me for that. I guess one major question I would have is, how did you feel about finding like so many different like fetch quest items throughout? Because you found, I think it was Mushroom and Powder and Quake were all coming out of Turtle Rock, or did you go into Ice Rod before Turtle Rock? I think you may have.
Yeah, I got Ice Hot before Turtle Rock, so only thing I wasn't missing anything except the knowledge of which dungeon was a crystal between Meyer and Thiefstone. But I had Meyer access.
I was actually about to ask, what made you decide to just go mode Misery Mire and hope for the best?
Just hoping for the best, actually. I was like, okay, if this is a pendant, I'll just full clear the rest of the dungeon. But if it's a crystal, it's a massive time saver. So it's not something to scoff at. So yeah.
Again, GG Ninban. In-game time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, 28 seconds. Be proud of that time. Chrouya is now going up Ganon's tower. TGH is going to finish Meyer and probably give Vitreous what for? And Qirn is taking on Vitreous right now. In the meantime, we did have other finishers during that interview. Swerp finished in 5th, 1 hour, 50 minutes, 20 seconds. Maximum Barnage, 1 hour, 54 minutes, 31 seconds in 6th place.
Oh, and it doesn't look like Qirn has yet found their ice rod, so they're gonna have to look across the map to find that. Ooh.
And I think Qirn is going to check out Swamp Palace.
Oh.
We
Well,
still
they've already been through Swamp.
Yes, but we haven't gotten the big chest out of it.
Oh. Oh, God. If Swamp... Well, no. Oh, Pyramid Fairy check.
That is also available, yes.
Huh, okay.
Wait. What was the other pyramid crystal? I had missed that.
It was Swamp Palace and Misery Mire.
Chrouya is Luigi, yes. Alright, TGH is taking on the Landmolas. Or sorry, TGH is taking on Vitreous, Chrouya taking on the Landmolas, Qirn is taking on the Pyramid Fairy Wall. And all three go down. Art Piece and Map to Ice Palace.
Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, no, there's no value to be had there.
Alright, in the meantime, Vinosix is 7th, 1 hour 56:30. Big Dunka 8th, 1:56:37. Rywek 9th, 1:57:10. Lightyear and the Lane tied 10th, 1:57:11. So that is our top 10 with ties.
Wow. Yeah, okay. It makes sense. A race like this, yeah, probably should throw a tie in there too. Oh hey, the other small key for Castle Tower.
And the big key to Thieves Town, there we go.
Oh man. Alright, well, that's where they were.
I guess that officially confirms Aghanim was not required.
Yeah, it looks about that way.
Which probably means it was a Skullwood small key in the Lumberjack.
Yeah, I think it's safe to bet on that. And as Chrouya finishes up Moldorm 2, TGH is about to enter Ganon's Tower.
Is Chrouya kind or cruel? Cruel, but gets tempered out of it. Troll Dorm is not going to have that many tempered swords for the last Will and Testament.
He doesn't deserve them for hiding them all the way up there.
I will stay neutral on that. I mean, admittedly, I've had my own bad runs with Troll Dorm. You should have seen my swordless run. I had 5 or 6 falls. Had to actually heal twice through the anti-fairy, and I ended up bombing the chest. I didn't open it, but I bombed it.
I can't really blame you for that. Honestly, really can't. Alright. Aga 2 is down.
And TGH is starting the hard part of the gauntlet now. Qirn is actually going... You know, Qirn had 5 Palace of Darkness keys gotten in total, I believe. But was able to do the hammer yump, so... We're at least gonna see what King Helmasaur holds.
At this point now, if Helmasaur has one of the... There's not a whole lot that Helmasaur could still have. Maybe Ether, perhaps?
Or the cape, we haven't seen that either.
Not a whole lot of open possibilities. 4th sword's still on the board. I did not mean to make that rhyme. But we have options.
Alright folks, time to see what King Helmasaur holds. In the meantime, Chrouya is trying to take on Ganon, already on 4th phase.
Oh, 1, 2, oh, alright. And down he goes.
King Helmasaur also goes down.
The King of Evil and the King of Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs have bombs, and Ganon has Triforce. And with that, holy smokes, we have another snipe, folks. Chrouya finished in 17th place, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 38 seconds. NIF boy, 1 second behind.
Oh,
Get your GGs out in chat. And TGH is saying, screw the last possession, give me Troll Dorm 2.
It makes sense. May as well end this with a hover.
Just wow! Get your GGs out in chat, everyone.
Good game. GG.
Now, Qirn doesn't have Ice Rod, but I suspect they're going up to Turtle Rock anyway.
Oh no. Not like this. Alright. And while they make their way over there, TGH is taking on Aga 2.
And with that, we have Chrouya in the commentator's booth. First of all, GG. Second of all, did I pronounce that right?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely correct. Thanks, GG.
GG, man. So, what'd you think of that one?
A lot of, like, this one had a lot of options you could go to in the beginning. I was kind of confused of where I should go.
Yeah, it was a very open seed to begin with. It gave
You get mids in the beginning. So
I was really
Yeah.
curious as to where, like, if we were gonna see like a pre like 5 or 10 minute Dark World just for a gamble on it. I was like,
yeah, I was thinking about it, but then I was like, I should probably go Moldorms first. Check those
Yeah,
chests
yeah.
out.
It was a safe call.
My biggest mistake is that I didn't track correctly. I thought I didn't have the big key from Misery Mire. I also didn't know about it because I didn't check whether or which were the crystals for the bomb shop. So I should do that in the future.
If it helps, I think the map to Misery Mire was in Misery Mire. And sorry about that, but TGH just got knocked out by Ganon. Has to redo the fight.
Oh.
Can I turn on my own music or own voice on my own channel?
It shouldn't be a
Yeah,
problem.
no, we're
I
no
don't
longer
think.
having your audio, I don't think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll let you know if for some reason we get a double echo.
All right.
In the meantime, Qirn is checking out that big chest in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, fair
I-
enough.
I haven't
Okay.
really done that many Keysanities, so I always get nervous when I leave a few chests here and there, such as in Desert I left 2, and the basement key or the basement chest in Hera.
I
Yeah,
think the basement chest in Hera only had either rupees or heart piece. It wasn't anything worth grabbing.
Yeah, I think it was a big 20. Everywhere, like all those just hidden away chests were all like big 20s.
Desert actually had a small key somewhere. I don't remember where, though. But yeah, for the most part, you did execute decently well. I mean, I would like to get a sub 2 hour or close to it time. I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah, if I realized I had go mode already, I might have sniped a sub 2 in there. I'm already glad I got a new PB. Although I felt like the seed was kind of a quick one. Like you could already like take a lot of chests along your route.
In a lot of ways, it was kind of a quick seed. The only real items that kind of were trolly, really the only big one was Ice Rod. I mean, Hammer was elusive as well, being in Pod, but oh well, Vanilla Hammer. What can you do? Ice Rod. Currently, we still have one runner that is tripping up over Ice Rod, so it's a trolly item.
And I think we should mention now, TGH has managed to finish with Blackjack with a time of 2 hours, 7 minutes, 51 seconds. Get your GGs out in chat, folks. They've definitely deserved it. I think Qirn is going for the Ice Palace Big Key.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, folks. I know you want to hear from them. TGH, what a run!
It was a good
GG,
run,
man.
man. It was solid.
Really? You weren't always running on solid surfaces. You know that, right?
Yeah. I guess that happens. I just completely forgot the back of escape, and then it took getting a Hyrule Castle key to remind me about the back of escape too. I remembered the dig spot midway through Mire. I didn't mark the shovel on my tracker, and so I decided to hover TR. I guess figured might as well. I couldn't think for the life of me what I'd missed. For whatever reason. So
I'm glad you managed to get that Hyrule Castle key.
yeah. Well, I mean, I probably would have. I don't know. I might have figured it out, but I don't know.
Yeah, true. Still, a good game all around.
It was a solid run. Other than that, it was.
So
Nah,
I'm not
for real. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself for getting that location, but at least some good game of it.
So
I had fun with it.
I'm not too familiar with your hovering history. When did you start incorporating it in your runs?
I mean, I've been able to hover for quite a while. I don't normally it's not typical of me to incorporate hover into my runs. I don't think of the first chest in TR as being an accessible location normally without the Cane of Samaria, but it's not that far. It's not that far into the meta, but it's I might hover Hookshot Cave once in a while if I feel it might be worth it. It's usually not, but
yeah, I've seen a couple of instances where hovering Hookshot Cave doesn't usually pan out. By that point, either whatever items are in there, just rupees or heart pieces. But still, I mean, you made a good showing of it. I mean, Hookshot Cave, alright. I'm not... Personally, I can't hover at all. I will fall in the first half a second usually, but Hookshot Cave compared to the Turtle Rock distance, yeah, wow. That was impressive.
Thank you. It took me a couple of tries. I've actually never attempted to hover that gap before. I got owned by that red skull a couple times. That was funny. But I was determined to get it because I didn't care at that point. It was a fun run. It wasn't a good run. It was a fun run though. It was certainly fun.
Yeah, all right. It's good to have fun runs at least every now and again if they can't be good. So any closing thoughts on that one beyond just the struggles with the cane?
The hammer threw me for a loop in pod. I went in with one small key. It was between that and the mire area, and for whatever reason I chose pod over mire and then got hookshot after. If I recall correctly. Actually, maybe I'm messing up the order. No, I got Zora first, and then went to Mire, got hookshot, and then once there was nothing over on East Death Mountain, I think I got Book, and then the Book spots had nothing, so I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to Pod. And I don't remember what it was. I don't remember where the Pod small keys were, but yeah, you needed 3 to get that hammer, logically. I think I think I had 3 at a time. Or you needed 2 to get it, but 3 I think logically. Maybe 4 actually. Now that I think of it,
I got there with 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had 1 the first time I went in, and I entered pod 3 times. Once was the first one was just I went in with 1 small key and got 3 chests or something. Went in with another small key, got the basement chest, including hammer, and then left, went to do ice and swamp. And then the third time, I went to do hammer pegs, got the pod big key, went to open the big chest. Kind of press on my options because I was a little bit I was just not sure what to do halfway through that seed. I just the seed kind of threw me for a loop just because I forgot that back of escape. I remember the hammer pegs, got the big key for pod, went to the pod big chest and got 20 rupees. I was like, what in the world? Whatever. I was pretty stupid that race.
So, in case it wasn't made clear, Qirn did choose to drop out from the race, but hopefully they will be here to join us in voice chat shortly. Qirn, if you can hear me, GG.
Thanks. So what did I miss?
Spike Cave.
Are you kidding? Oh no, you're right. I went there, and then oh gosh, I didn't have the hammer.
You went, yes, you did go there pre-hammer, and then you forgot about going back.
Oh, that is so sad.
Yeah. Still, GG all around though. That ice rod and hammer were especially trolly items this seed.
Yeah, hammer got me, and I mean, like, I can't believe I went into Ice Palace without hammer. I was not thinking, but yeah, I guess that was like foreshadowing the big mistake that I made to forget Ice Rod and Spike Cave, which I'm assuming that's what it was, is Ice Rod and Spike Cave.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah.
Imagine
well,
getting Ice Rod before you got Kane, the seed.
That's what was supposed to happen. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's way too bad. So I kind of figured that I must have forgot a location when I saw Kyong finish at like 146 or something. Because I was like, no way is there like some really truly required double dip into Ice Palace Big Chest or Swamp Big Chest or something like that if they finished at 146.
Nothing too trolly. It was mostly just the ice rod, the hammer, and maybe the cane. Just maybe.
Yeah, I forget where the cane was because it was never an issue for me.
Cane
Back
of
half of
Samaria was back half of Escape.
Oh, uh-huh. Did another person forget about that location?
Besides me.
It was TGH. TGH
Yeah,
had forgot about it.
I blanked on it.
Well, that makes me feel better that I'm not the only one who was restreamed who forgot something. So thanks, TGH, for not making me look so bad.
I was idling for quite a while, actually. I was a little bit embarrassed.
Yeah, I was this close to pulling up a location tracker and just going through it all in my head again, but I probably would have not figured it out because Spike Cave was already in my mind. Once you see Spike Cave on the screen, you just have checked it off your mental list.
Yeah.
Well, there are plenty of location trackers out there if you wish to use them for the next race.
Oh, they mess me up more than they help me because I always forget to mark stuff. But yeah, it happens. You forget a location sometime. It's bound to happen.
Yep.
There is no shame in trying not to track. Just gotta keep that memory sharp and remember to go back to Spike Cave when you have a hammer for next time.
Yeah, right.
We've all done it.
Well, it's
Don't feel too
especially
bad.
it burns me especially because that was a big thing in the race that I commentated recently, where Spike Cave was the final location that everybody checked. And so I said to myself, I'm going to check Spike Cave early this time. And I did. I just didn't have the hammer.
And that, I guess, is irony at its finest. I
Yep.
apologize that you had to go through that.
Oh, it's all good. That's what makes Rando fun, right?
That is part of it, yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's the pain. That's why we play Keysanity. It's the pain.
The extra
So-
pain.
So, for those of you that are still in the commentaries booth, how many of you are going to participate in the Keysanity tournament coming up?
I signed up the other day.
Yeah, I'm going to participate.
Hopefully I don't do this in the tournament.
Yeah, I signed up minutes before this race. So, yeah, same here. Hopefully I don't do this again.
Yep, I'm also participating. I'll probably need a little bit more practice. Just not using keys where I shouldn't. Like I opened up the key for the big key chest in Total Rock, and when I opened it, I was like, no, this is my. I just automatically opened it. Realized, thank God there was a key in Meyer.
Oh, so you had to get the Quake from Meyer. Well, I guess everybody had to double dip, right? Because Quake was in Meyer and it was required.
I already had the required. I double dipped Turtle Rock. Yeah, double dip Turtle Rock.
Yeah, most runners would have had to double dip Turtle Rock. We were speculating what the small key in the Lumberjack Cave was. It's probably a Skullwood small key at this point because no one had to defeat Aghanim.
It might
That
also be Ganon's
second-
Tower.
Yeah, Ganon's Tower had the second small key, so
Yeah, all I'm missing on my tracker is Pod, Skullwoods, GT, and can't be Aga and Escape, or maybe it can be Aga in the new logic. I'm not sure.
I got the castle key was in Ganon's Tower, I think, the second one.
Oh, okay.
so it would have maybe been required for an all dungeons run technically, but yeah, the way the seed was set up, Aghanim was not required. It was actually impossible to get to Aghanim until you went up Ganon's Tower. Would have made an all dungeons run with it very aggravating, I'm sure.
I was kicking myself when I ducked into the castle tower a little early for my routing. Anyway, it was pretty early because there was like a billion other things I should have done first. Because I was like, oh, maybe I should wait and get that second castle tower key, maybe finish Aga, hope that small key was important. But I'm glad I didn't wait, and that's where the GT big key was. So I thought, oh, maybe I made a good mistake this time.
All right. Are there any final thoughts?
GG's, everybody, and I will never forget that chest again.
Yep, same. GG, everyone.
I'm gonna watch your.
Hopefully, I'll never have to hover TR again.
GG, everyone. See you in the
GG.
Keysanity tournament.
See you all, and good luck in the future tournament.
Thanks.
All right, with that in mind, for those that still want some speed running action, we are not done yet. Speed Gaming 1, there is currently a Zelda 1 randomizer match going on between F. Coughlin and Matrick. Then at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, it'll be another Zelda 1 randomizer match, Redbird Grad versus Sis Crusher. Speed Gaming 2, there is a Zelda 1 any percent match going on right now. And then at 11, there will be a Final Fantasy 1 matchup. For those that wish to stick to Speed Gaming 3 at 11 p.m., it will be the next daily race. Hope you guys are ready for some open mode. And with that in mind, Gandalf, any last thoughts?
You know, I really don't have much else I can think of. This race started off so fast, it went a little bit trolly towards the end. I was so hopeful for a much more trolly seed than that, but overall, good game. Good race. Good seed.
Alright.
How about you?
Oh, boy. For final thanks to our featured four, Ninban, Chrouya, TGH, and Qirn. Our trackers, Death Star 175 and Regaro. My partner, Gandalf the Cage. The entire Speed Gaming crew. This is Wolfman 2000. Watch out for Ice Rod, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have a good night, all.
Take care, everybody.